Halo, halo. Welcome to my stream. Welcome guys. Kita push beneran nih guys. Apakah hari ini kita hoki? Thank you guys yang udah like. Ngeri kalau udah formasi back 3 tuh. Counter attack-nya itu loh.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Well, there's the unmistakable figure of Luis Suarez, the sharpest of sharpshooters, both for club and country, Jim.
Masih dengan King MU guys.
And when he moved to the Catalan capital in 2014, he became the last piece in one of the most feared attacking front threes of all time.
Absolutely, he made his debut a few months into the season, but didn't really get going until around the turn of the year. I remember their first home game of the new year in particular.
Oh yeah, when he scored the second goal that day, didn't he? Against opponents he would go on to join, and of course with whom he would become a champion.
Tremendous.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Deftly away. Suarez stood his ground strongly. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, it's come loose. Messi going face to face with his
Bolanya ketinggalan jadi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that is as far as they're going to go. It's gone for a throw-in.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Oh, what has happened here?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pressingnya ngeri anjir.
Robson. Looking for option. It's Rooney!
Rooney.
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Zanetti. Has a look and plays it forward. Rooney will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And a shot!
Hampir, guys.
And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is
Jurgen
applauding his
Klopp
effort
lagi.
then.
Gullit. Now then, the ball's come loose. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Passing nice and neat. And he welcomes it in. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's fallen loose again!
Nice.
Which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's Rooney. Robson is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Gets his head on it! It's there!
Bisa banget dia anjir.
It's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this. Shoots!
Pakai umpan-umpan cungkil anjir.
Chance and a real let-off. Robson. Rooney. Applies the finish! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. And he's gone looking for safety. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 17, Gullit. Coming on to replace him.
Here we go
is
again.
Number 22.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Against the crossbar. It's there. And there's the goal they've been looking for. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And it's Davids. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kagawa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. A probing pass. Ah, that's a fine interception. He's on it. Can he get away?
Susah guys, dikepung gitu.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Best. Now it's Kaka. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Kaka purring through the gears. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Zanetti. Baresi calmly anticipates.
Oke, nge-lag anjir.
That's a foul. De Jong. Time and again they are repelled. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Some really good ball movement. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Best. Oh, just skips past his man.
Anjir.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him
Berantem guys, berantem guys.
a tad uncomfortable.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be? And it's Zanetti. He's tried one! And somehow he managed to miss it.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if there were just one down, as opposed to two.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Great chance! De Jong. Best. And he plays one through. Oh, that's well spotted.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Rooney. And that
Salah
is as
total.
far as it goes. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Hello, attendees.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Jaringannya masih jelek kan sih grafiknya. Aduh, 23 poin anjir. Ngeri-ngeri musuhnya guys. Thank you guys yang udah like. Yang belum subscribe di subscribe ya guys. Prank ringkat possession berarti dia.
Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. Pirlo. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Luis Suarez. Hullet. Pirlo. Kaka. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Quality ball.
Sinyalnya anjir.
Vision. Always onto this. Oh, that's a fine interception. Check with the clearance. Izarazu. And here's Messi. He steps in, and that's the end of that. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. Yaya Toure. Oh, they could break here. And here's Messi. And they're back on the ball again.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Xavi Alonso. Hullet is onto this. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Kenapa ditendang base?
Without any fuss. Aims beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. He's cut it out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. He's dribbled past his man. Luis Suarez! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's gone looking for safety. And he's been shifted off it. Pirlo conjures time and space where few can. This looks promising. That is a great pick out. Can he finish? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Passing nice and neat. And Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Messi. It's run loose here. Stood up well to him there. Pirlo. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Hullet. Can he get it through?
Suarez gak bisa nembus anjir.
Intercepted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
And the first half is done. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, I have to say, I think
And
it's
now,
a
to
good
all
performance,
members of the crowd,
but it's clear
I'd
that
like
they
to
need
ask you to
a
join
little
me
more
in
energy
wishing
and
our
more
birthday
precision
boy
up
a
top.
very
They
special
proved
Suarez
that
gak bisa
they
nembus
created
guys.
chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
substitution.
Here we go again then.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And he's searching through. He's having a shot! He's
Nice.
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Now it's Luis Suarez.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
And he's picked it up out wide. There's the shot!
Nice. Base.
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Yeah.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shoots! Yes! And they are cruising away. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And yes, it's him again. Great chance! That's another chance!
Aduh.
He has done it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So is this the start of a comeback? And he stands tall, impenetrable.
Best really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's Bale. Well timed, excellent interception. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played, well sorted.
Kalah base, guys.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Xavi Alonso. Taken back almost at once. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Hullet, and he's managed to get free. The cross comes in. Roberto Carlos can get it clear.
Substitution in progress.
Incoming delivery. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And
Nice.
the referee has seen enough. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Bale voted
Jaringannya sih, guys.
deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester United definitely impressing me.
Pamer ada apa deh?
Especially the way that attack clicked.
Rencana 5 turut
Link-up play, running in behind.
win
This has just been
streak
a great
5 kali. Gulit kurang ya. Umpan satu sentuhan sih. Kok ini sih? Fusion guys. Umpan satu sentuhan. Oh ada. Yang lain udah punya belum? Pele belum punya guys. Halo Haikal. Ngeri squadnya guys. Kolektifnya 3319. Jadi moderator kah gua bang? Iya dari kemarin. Udah lama sih. Kolektifnya ngeri anjir. Pemuja rating ini guys.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody,
The
and
fans have
welcome
pulled out
to
all the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental occasion.
Against Manchester United.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Can he finish?
Ibrahimovic.
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Jago ini guys. Nggak cuma
Now,
memuja
our
rating ya
very
sih.
first corner. Oh, what a climb!
Jago.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Ibrahimovic!
Anjay.
Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Bang, gue main divisi 2 kali, menang
Corner
di menit
number 2
akhir
then.
buat gol terakhir. Congrats.
Pirlo with the clearance.
Udah rating berapa?
Manchester United are looking to go forward now.
Ini berat banget anjir musuhnya.
Can he get it through? Might be. He's having a shot!
Anjir lah.
Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And Cruyff! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's managed to get free. Nicely aimed pass. Best. Yaya Toure. Baresi is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Cruyff, Ibrahimovic. And he's heaved it away.
Harus 1300-an.
And it's Messi. Best.
Gas push lagi lah. Biar dapet De Gea.
Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nicely shaped ball. And he
Emang
gets it
ngeri
to
guys.
supply.
Suarez
It looked as though
Liverpool ya.
that might lead to somewhere promising, but it turned out that was not the case. Cruyff.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Zanetti cuts it out. Played back in. And this is Ibrahimovic. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up. Right.
Nanti dulu bang, biasanya
A lot of credit for his willingness to
Ortu
make
suruh
those
istirahat
runs.
dulu.
The passers will always have an
Oke.
option with him.
Libur panjang kah?
Pirlo. Best. A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And that's a good ball. And
Sit.
quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Anjir lah.
And that'll be the final
Harusnya
action
penalti
of
itu
the
anjir.
first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Berat ini guys.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Suarez nggak bisa lewat.
Substitution for Como. Number 9, Ibrahimovic.
minutes.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Coming on the field, number 11.
Manchester United come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the...
And the finish!
Selalu guys,
Style.
Bale.
Manchester United are back on level terms. Truly superb.
Bang, gue ketemu lawan main meta long ball dan kayaknya pakai SA, jadi kalah 2 kali.
Time and time again, and it came off.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago.
Kalau long ball itu
Already he has scored.
That's just as the
jangan
manager
mudah
would see it,
kepancing
an impact sub.
di DMF ya loh,
That has certainly made
terutama
things
jangkar.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much
Kalau
class
jangkarnya
on both
maju,
sides. The next goal is going to be so
ngeri udah.
significant.
Kena umpan long ball.
Messi is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And here's Bale.
Bale really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Bale. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. That's going to go a long way. And they're quick to get it back. Messi wins the duel this time. Ferdinand. Looking for the run. Shot could be on. Shot
Kagak offset anjir.
He has done it.
Kalau gitu Bale line up aja.
Out in front. The movement
Gini loh kalau udah kepancing,
the finish sumptuous.
backnya maju,
Example of counter-attacking at its
tahu-tahu nggak
finest.
offset anjir.
Real cut and thrust.
Harus, oi masih ada 1 anjir. Gareth Bale ada super sub, jadi sayang kalau misalkan jadi masuk line up.
Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. Chance! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing.
Taruh,
Put
guys.
a goal down, and
Ini
you
si
never would have guessed it.
Johan
The
Cruyff
reaction
anjir.
has been emphatic.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And yes, it's him again.
Guys, jangan lupa di like guys. Yang udah like thank you banget. Yang belum subscribe bisa subscribe. Bantu supportnya guys. Bang, gue ke Hazard dikunci rapat. Gue pakai Hazard dikunci rapat sama lawan dan berata.
Number 7, Beckham.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 18.
This is quite a battle.
Hazard yang Madrid kah?
Resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one
Kalau
better,
POTW
possibly.
kan racikanya udah paten ya.
Drives it in.
Well played and well cleared.
Mungkin
Played it again. He's
Hazardmu
got four.
kurang diracikan kali.
And that's a real
Kurang
chance
pas.
missed.
Mbappe fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Kalau main Hazard itu harus
Mbappe!
anjir.
And it's hit the woodwork and out. And that interception
Harus bisa
was
dribbling.
most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
All
Buat
hands on
gocek-gocek
deck
enak
for this
Hazard.
one.
Soalnya dia no playstyle. Kok no player, playmaker kreatif.
Cleared away. And he thumps it clear.
Anjir, ini ketekan ini.
He's had a quick look inside.
There will be 5 minutes added
That
time.
has earned a reprieve for the time being. Bale.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Aduh, nggak dapet.
Never going to make it. He's in a great position here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Bale picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Squad dewa anjir.
Would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, neither side could go
Ngeri,
for
ngeri,
either.
ngeri, ngeri.
Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Punya Suarez Liverpool ini.
Is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Turun guys. Sultan tuh lawannya. Bener. Cuman jago dia. Nggak cuman sekedar kartunya aja yang bagus-bagus. Bang, nanti ada gacha kayak Manchester City waktu itu. Nanti Madrid bang ada Courtois tuh. Yang klub itu ya. Tapi biasanya jarang dapet aku. Iya bang, ada Vini slot booster lagi. Vini udah punya sih aku. Akselnya kebanyakan kali ya. Kalau enggak Trent Alexander tuh. Aku juga belum punya tuh Trent Alexander. Punyanya yang Inggris, yang nasional.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Well, Tomiyasu will look back really fondly on the first half of the 23-24 campaign. He made a proper impact in ensuring that the defending champions left North London empty-handed.
Yeah, I remember he was brought on late-ish in the game in response to a triple change, I think, from the opposition. He brought down a very long diagonal pass, which led to the late winner.
And that winner ensured that his team's 12-game losing sequence against the Mancunians was finally ended.
Best really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Knocks it into space. And it's Rodri. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Great chance!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Looking for the run. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe.
Clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Keeper's dealt with that. Now, can they get him away? Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe. Manchester United yet to have an attempt on goal. That's a cute ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Bellingham, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And it's Cruyff. Zanetti. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Driving through the middle. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Bellingham. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And that interception was most necessary. At best! Goal!
Anjir.
There are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's in a great position here, and that has put paid to that. Kaká. Nice control. Zeti drives it in. Pirlo. Bellingham. Manchester United still this single goal behind. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. Oh, super. Takes a shot!
Anjir lah.
Hits the net. better. Another moment of magic. A
Rapet
real
banget,
wow
guys.
moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Couldn't squeeze it
Viranya
through.
loh.
Best. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I
Anjir,
think
anjir.
is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Kalah di tengahnya, guys. Gua habis ini off dulu, guys. Mau vaksin kucing.
Substitution for Pumas. Number 4, Erling Haaland. Number 7, Bellingham.
And this is
Coming on the
Bale.
field,
He's well positioned
number
here.
9, Baggio.
Oh, such a clever touch.
Pirlo.
Rapet
Substitution
banget
in
loh.
progress.
Lobbed in behind, and he was quick to react. Manchester United are of
Si
course in a
goblok,
position to go to
Ferdinand.
the bench should the need arise. Pirlo's cross. And he's been shifted off it. Best.
Tengahnya rapet banget, anjir.
Now this could be a chance. De Jong. Looking for options for movement. He's shifting through the gears here. Big chance! Oh, what has happened? And another try!
Emang keren di mana, guys.
Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper
Nggak bisa nembus tengahnya aku.
only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Baggio. Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio.
Pakai 2 orkes deh.
Substitution.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Messi gets the call to seemingly universal approval.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action.
A case now of complete control.
There will be 3 minutes.
Decent
added time.
chance!
No lucky.
There's the header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Looking to play him in. And this is Roberto Baggio. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Tries a shot! Off the post! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Ente guys.
But time for no more. The whistle has gone. Manchester United have very little in the way of excuses here. Simply having no answer to a display that was stunning,
Just a
scintillating.
quick announcement.
There was to
and
be
an exciting
only
one
one
too. We're
outcome.
about to announce today's lottery numbers.
So what do you
Please
take
watch
away
the
from it
screen
all,
if you
Jim?
have a
Orang
chance.
Manchester
Jepang ini.
United desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch.
Ketemu orang
You're never
Jepang,
going to win
guys.
like that.
Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good
Medali
evening.
top global anjir. Ya kan pemain favoritnya aja orang Jepang anjir. Erling Haaland apa ini ya? Big time ya? Cakep banget anjir. Nggak ada boosternya padahal. Pemainku 5 semua guys. 4,5, 4,5. Oke guys, go off dulu ya guys ya. Ntar sorean lah. Ntar sorean kita live lagi main. Mau ke ini dulu. Vaksin kucing guys. Terima kasih ya yang udah like, yang udah komen juga. ETR Musik, Monkey, Delphi, Haikal. Thank you.